little ice cream shop on the way back to the hotel, and every night we would get milkshakes. And like the second time we did it, Dennis was like, "Go again," talking about getting milkshakes, and we were like, "Go again." It's pretty fun. Alrighty then.
a lot of damage.
Yeah, and pitching a whole card, just a Reaping Blade. It is damage, but it is not efficient.
Hello, everybody.
Another count your blessings, so that's
welcome to the
go
stream.
and gain 3 life here.
Yeah,
how you guys doing
slowly
today?
Starting to stabilize.
Me and Vera are just chilling today, watching some Flesh and Blood. Got the calling on in front of all of you. That's not exactly what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about Hunted Draft and how to tackle it in the best way possible.
It may be pretty comfortable just to get the value now.
How you feeling tonight, Vera? Do you want to introduce yourself at all? Tell everybody your accolades and/or teams.
Love to see it.
No, not really, but I'm here and we're gonna draft. And yeah, no, that's about it. Just watching the calling in the background and just hanging out. And I have an unprofessional co-caster. Didn't tell me we were starting, so fortunately I'm clothed, but we're here.
Sorry about that. I did kind of spike it on you in the moment. Generally, when 8 p.m. strikes on the clock, I just jump right into it.
Oh wow!
But,
yeah, no, that's fine. I get it.
A full bluff, no real attack
go ahead and
in hand.
close out of that.
Let's see if May can.
So I wanted to start off with this statement with Brody before we jump into the draft. I'll just read it out, and then we can talk about it if you feel like it. If not, we can just field some questions from the chat. But Brody, in my opinion, is a pretty excellent player at Flesh and Blood. Just generally takes his time to a point where sometimes it's not exactly reasonable. But here in this statement, he addresses that, which is kind of everything I needed out of him. So, hey everyone, I've been reflecting a lot on my approach to competitive play and sportsmanship, and I'd like the chance to share my perspective and learnings. First and foremost, I want to be clear that I have never ever played slowly to try and cause my opponent to make a mistake, rush through my opponent's window to rush through my opponent's window to remember something so they don't get a chance to remember. However, I have intentionally chosen to not discard their Command and Conquer and Pummel until prompted by my opponent, which is something that, could be argued is fair, is actually a competitive edge maybe. If your opponent doesn't remember their triggers, then why are you remembering them for them? It has bothered me for a long time that the rules allow players to take edges that don't feel right. I've talked to many other competitors over the years to decide which edges are and aren't acceptable. And around 9 months ago, I decided I can sleep well at night if every action I take in tournaments meet 2 criteria. 1, I could explain my complete thought process and intention to a judge without being penalized. And 2, my opponent could do the same thing against me without me losing any respect for them. It's generally a very good criteria, I think. I'd argue. But he says right here, the problem with the second one, which I didn't fully recognize until the internet gently reminded me, which I had a part of on Twitter a little bit. I was pretty annoyed with Brody in the moment. But he has a very competitive personality, and he doesn't mind being held to a very strict standard by opponents. And that's the kind of thing where, like, when I first started playing in Flesh and Blood, I played in a Road to Nationals for an Extended Art Tunic, and I missed Go Again on a Raiden Saber Swing as Bolton. And my opponent was perfectly happy to let that happen, and it cost me the game. So it's like, if you're a competitive person and don't mind being held to that strict standard, then you're going to hold your opponents to that strict standard. And it feels bad to miss a trigger. It does. But at the same time, you're here to play at the best of your abilities. So when you miss a trigger, that's something that you have missed yourself. Your opponent didn't make you do it. But the Fab community at large does want certain players to play in a certain way. With the amount of exposure that Brody receives, he has the opportunity to be a representative of the community, and what you all want competitive play to be, he hasn't done a good job of honoring that. I'm sorry that he let anyone down. Going forward, I will stop taking gray area edges that are permitted by the rules, but not by social norms. I will do my very best to prioritize being an ambassador of Flesh and Blood over my win rate. That's a cool thing to say out loud. Because, like, at the end of the day, win rate is important. you want to win so that you can increase your accolades, show that you are a good player at this game. But if he's willing to just always be like, cool, you hit me with CNC, let me go ahead and discard this before they trigger it, he is taking a less optimal line. This can be a very difficult line to draw. I'm going to stay on the safe side because I want to hold myself to a higher standard moving forward. But I honestly don't think it's fair to the rest of the aspirational players out there to have to find this line in the sand for themselves. It's always been extremely important to me win with honor, and I'm now only coming to terms with the fact that I've been doing a lousy job at it. I hope the rules will be updated to eliminate this problem. If all the discrepancies between what the rules allow and what the community expects were aligned, competitors wouldn't have to stay on their guard to protect themselves, and others like me wouldn't have to decide on which set of rules to follow. I also want to address slow play, which I believe is a big part of people's concerns regarding my play. I admit that speed is not my greatest strength. In the last year, I've been making serious effort to cut out any slow play that puts my opponent in an unfair situation, namely feeling rushed because of the round timer. It's important to me to clarify again that my playing slowly has never been an attempt to get my opponents off balance or cause them to make a mistake. That being said, I have friends who have been rushed by Brody in the late game, where Brody took most of the time off the clock. I think that is just a result of him being a very slow player because he tries to think out every little thing, 100 different scenarios. And then when the time does start to run out, he has to say, hey, let's speed it up because I've fucking put us in this position. I recognize that many of my turns range from slower than the average player to an unreasonable pace. I have improved my general speed a lot over time, especially since Bouquet. There are turns that are still too long, while I continue trying to self-regulate the balance between maintaining proper prompt play, thinking through all the things I want to. The best thing I can do is encourage opponents to tell me if I'm going too slow. Or call a judge. I will never be offended by this. I love Fab. I'm going to do my best to represent it well. Actions speak louder than words. That's the most important part. If this is a nothing burger of a statement, then we won't see any actions. But if we do see actions, then this is exactly what I needed to hear. A detailed account from Memphis. I mean, you all know the story at this point. Stuff went down. He didn't acknowledge CNC and pummel. His opponent didn't remember to say it. Judge got involved. He said, Judge, it's not your place. He won the game. So, a lousy situation. But at the end of the day, I think I believe Brody. I think I'm cool with what he has to say. I think it's a good enough explanation. What do you think, Vero?
What do I think? I think to be fair to all sides in the equation, I don't really care that much. I've said some stuff about it, and I said I don't like how there's a lot of cheating and angle shooting and everything else in the game, and I think it's an ugly thing for the game all around. But ultimately, I really don't care. When reading this statement, in fairness to Brody's side and other people's, like, he doesn't even necessarily need to make this statement. I don't necessarily think by the letter of the law he did anything wrong according to people's interpretations of it. He's always been slow. We know he's always been slow. The judges don't seem to care. LSS doesn't seem to care. So I think it's really overstated to make it such a big deal. I think everybody's just admitted we don't care. I say this to everyone, and anybody's fully ready to correct me if I'm wrong, but I've only been playing Flesh and Blood for maybe a year and a half now, so some people have been playing longer, but I've been to quite a few tournaments. I talked to quite a few competitive players. I always get tournament reports from people. I've seen just about every rule in the Flesh and Blood book, other than maybe physical violence at the table, be like either warned or like not warned, but like I've seen them all be penalized. I've seen people get IP2s or game losses for just about like every rule in the book. And almost to this day, I don't know of any high profile match in any of the relevant rounds of a tournament. I know that I'm putting a disclaimer on this, but I don't really care what happens at table like 300 between new players in like round 6 when they're both 0-5. But like I've never seen a slow play like actually get enforced. People are fully like, feel free to correct me, but at least the past 2 years I played, I've never seen that be a thing. So as far as I'm concerned, it's not even a real rule. So I don't even understand why people talk about it. But yeah, I don't even think you needed to make a statement. I don't even really think anything's wrong with that. But now that being said, and being fair to the other side of the equation, which is maybe more casual people, maybe more people who looked up to Brody, maybe people who just enjoy the game, or maybe people who just don't like this. Maybe they're competitive players who just don't like this. To be fair to that side of the story, seeing as he has now made a statement, you can read this statement as essentially, I know my opponent's missing triggers, and I'm gonna take advantage of that. And because according to him, that is within the rules, and I guess he's right. But you can also take from this statement that I knew it was wrong. I did it anyway. I'm gonna try to stop doing it in the future, which is what any normal person would say. So at least we know he's not a sociopath. But I will say, for what it's worth, and this is what people will retort with, he essentially admitted to knowing he knew about the trigger and then just didn't do it, or at least admits that it is part of his philosophy to know about triggers and allow their opponents to miss that. So you can interpretate that on a moral standard of however you feel. And then secondarily, pretty much nowhere in this thing does he ever like use the word, your Discord's on screen, by the way.
That's
Okay, yeah, never does he really use the words like I'm sorry for what I did. I apologize to my opponent, or really any of the words I was wrong, I apologize, or whatever. So people who are on the opposite side of this scenario are going to say, well, he doesn't really seem remorseful. He doesn't really seem sorry. He said sorry one time to the people he let down, which is just essentially saying, I'm sorry, my image may or may not have been, tarnished from this thing. So some people will just see that as a giant statement saying, hey, this happened. I really think it's LSS's fault. They should fix the rules, but I don't feel bad about it. I don't care about it. Now, maybe that's you know, an, a not nice way, a bad faith reading of this, but I'm just telling you what people are going to say and what they're fully kind of right in expressing that way. But then on the other side, to be fair to Brody's statement, I don't think he needed to like care at all. It's within the rules. A bunch of judges were around the table. They said it was fine, and that's that. But as I've said before, you're allowed to not outwardly like somebody or agree with what they do, even if it falls like in the letter of the law. You can be like, yeah, that was illegal, or that was a legal play. Like you are allowed to do that. But like I think you're a scumbag for it, and I don't like you, or what whatever. And but to
all these things are fair.
qualify
All these things are
and all these things are
realm of
fair. And to
reason.
qualify this whole statement, I want to be fair with the fact that like he's like a 19, 20-year-old kid. I don't think he's a bad person. I don't think he's like I've done dumb shit as a kid. Everybody here has done dumb shit as a kid. I mean, I see people who are my age at tournaments who still do dumb shit. So it's just kind of like at the end of the day, there's nothing like nefarious about it. He's not a bad person. If you're like going out, I mean, you want to make some memes on the internet, sure. Trust me, I'll be the first one to tell you. I think it's funny, but to be rude to him in person or to like do anything just like overtly over the top, especially in person or to the point of like terrorizing somebody who's that young, I just think it's just a little not that serious. But I'll just really stop talking about it at this point. But I think it's fine, whatever. I think people who want to be mad about it are still gonna be mad. People who never cared are gonna not care. And then maybe like some small percentage of people might have been swayed one way or the other. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we are currently in a draft pod. I'm just waiting on somebody to make the room and we can rock and roll. Just wanted to cover these mechanics that are very important to the draft. Marking is huge for all the different heroes. And fealties, my gosh. In Syndra, they just feel like they're part of her hero. If you're not making at least like 2 fealties a match with Syndra, you're probably not winning the pod, in my opinion. You got to have some payoff cards, and a lot of her payoff cards revolve around fealty. I suppose you could just run like head jab tribal and just say screw it, but I don't know. Those 1-for-7s are pretty gnarly. And then Arachne is what I drafted both times day 2 at the last calling, but I just don't feel like I have the best grasp on him. Have you drafted Arachne a decent amount?
I haven't drafted as much as I like, and the disclaimer to that is that I normally draft an insane amount. So I'd say I've probably done 15 to 20 drafts, which is probably an astronomical amount to most people. But I also don't really go into a draft and try to draft, if that makes sense. I go into like my first 20 to 50 drafts and I just literally have some random idea that I want to test, and that's what I do for like some arbitrary amount of time. So when I say I don't think I have as much draft as I would normally like to make sweeping statements, it's more so what I mean. But that being said, I've drafted just about every hero, literally in the Runaways queue to be specific. I've drafted about every hero at least 5+ times, and I've probably 3-0'd with every hero at least 2 to 3 times roughly on varying amount of builds.
Let's dive into this one. Like, what do you like in this pack? Because this is where I like to be like relatively open. I suppose Hunt's good in both Draconic heroes, but
Are you looking at a pack right now, or are you just showing me the things on your
I am looking at a
check.
pack right now, actually. Yeah, it's
Okay, let me
up on the stream.
I just can't see it on the stream yet. I don't know if the stream's behind. Let me update it. Okay, I can see it now. If you want to share inside the Discord call to make it easier. But
that's a good call.
looking at this pack, you only have 20 seconds. But obviously, as everybody knows, it's 2 assassin, 2 ninja, 2 warrior in a pack, and then a bunch of random generics I don't have enough time to go into.
I ran out of time. We took the Blue Reaper's call.
Okay,
it's not great.
Blue Reaper's No, that's a really bad call. I'm glad we did this. But yeah. That's great.
It's taken a while for these cards to load in, unfortunately. I think that is just
yeah, I can see them on stream now. We have about 70 seconds. But it might be a little bit behind, but
nah, we're golden now at this point.
yeah, they're taking a while to load, but I mean, going through the packs, looking at it, I just generally advise against taking any class card in like the first few picks because you send a strong signal to your opponent.
Well, unfortunately, we did take an assassin card, so we did send at least a signal.
Yeah, just kind of messed up. I normally in my first few packs will take an equipment, a split card, or a generic card.
Maybe I'll take Den of the Spider here. That's a good D-React. That's probably not the worst thing.
Yeah, Den of the Spider is fine. It's a good card. I'll just pretend we didn't take an assassin. But normally you can take like a split card in the first few packs, or a generic card, or equipment. The only time I would ever take a class card in the first pack is if the pack is incredibly atrocious, or if it's in the rare slot, because it doesn't send a signal and it's just like taking an open pick.
I mean, we did just send huge signals to the left that you should hop on Syndra or Fang. So hopefully, at the very least, in that direction.
So that being said, we will just assume this draft is that we're playing Assassin from pick 1 because Will's slow. But that being said, there's still a whole draft to do, and it is not as simple as just picking the assassin cards. Looking at this pack,
looking at this pack is like, look at all this good stuff.
Looking at this pack, we have essentially a bunch of cards we can't play, and 2 cards we can really choose from. I think Mark of the Funnel Web is a fine card in draft, but I think it's completely overrated. I think a lot of times in this draft format, people will willingly go off an Arsenal, not just against Assassin, but in general. So I would take the Hate card and Defang the Dragon, just to have at least one of them in case we play a Fang.
Funnel Web, but we're just gonna hope that Fang the Dragon wheels. It's another one here as well.
It won't.
Oh wait, nope. We're gonna take Scar Tissue here, I believe. I think that is the strongest card for what we're leaning towards. I don't know. We sent some strong signals, and we're still sending good. Well, I guess just like red pledge fealty. Yellow Sworn Vengeance is not that exciting for Fang, is it?
No, I think you should share your screen inside the Discord call because I don't know. You seem to be very far behind on the stream, so I can't really even have a discussion.
Let me do that with you.
Isn't in the past.
Alright, you getting that?
Yeah, I can see this now. Yeah, at least we got to extinguish the flames here. So
yeah, that's pretty
in a perfect world where we didn't have technical difficulties, we would have one of each of the hate cards, which would be cool. We don't really need anything else.
It's gonna wheel. I feel pretty confident about it.
Maybe. I don't think it will, because there wasn't much more in that pack. But that going forward, so we seem to have gotten a few good red cards.
There was actually 2 solid Fang and 2 solid Syndra cards in that pack. There was a head jab and then the 3-block head jab with conditional Elvain loyalty. And then there was the one with the eyes.
Yeah, well, anyway, we should take the gloves here because they're assassin and we're playing assassin. We would like danger digits, but like Reaper's Call and Backstab are still here, and as far as I'm concerned, all these cards kind of read the same text. So I would just make sure I get a pair of gloves here.
That's a great point,
will get so 0 for 3s and like and see like 2 other people are clearly playing assassin because the cards aren't here, and even they didn't take those last cards because it's kind of just like meh, like whatever.
Well, Reaper's Call is still here. Take a Stab is still here. Oh, no, it's a split card. Okay,
No,
so there is
yeah,
one
take
other
a stab.
person on Assassin. I think it's
Yeah,
Take a
well,
Stab.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
there's 2 other people on assassin. There's 2 assassin cards missing.
Hmm.
The take the stab is probably what you need. You want some amount of dagger reacts to make sure your daggers hit, so you can just take a stab and move on.
Yeah, we already got the gloves, so those other cards weren't even a consideration.
Yeah, here we probably just take Scuttle is like fine card. It's not as good as it reads. It's just usually a 0 for 3. That ends your turn. Bite
Once in a blue
isn't
moon, it's
that great of a card.
reasonable. So we want blues, but I don't think I hate Scuttle here.
You can take the
blues later.
Scuttle card. It's fine. I don't think you need that many blues in Assassin. Contrary to popular belief, I think yellows do almost as well. There's a few particular decks
Grab this
where you may
visor.
want a lot of blues. Yeah, we can take a helmet and have 2 pieces of equipment and not have to think about it later. It's probably
pretty good.
fine.
Oh, well, that's not.
Here you can take lay low and just have a D-react in your deck, and it's a yellow that pitches.
That's fine.
Here we can just have another yellow that blocks 3 and boosts our daggers granted to a not great number of 3. Here you could just probably take a 3 block and move on with your life. Same thing, another incision. Because my thing about Assassin is when you're playing these games, like after the first turn or 2, you don't really get to keep tempo for the most part, unless you're just super rolling your opponent. So like the difference between a yellow and a blue is generally not that big of a deal.
Backstab.
Because you can just pitch to swing your dagger, play your 0 cost.
So you're right about the defang that did not wheel, but the backstab did, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, backstab's a pretty bad card, but yeah.
I'm only game, it's cool.
Here we already have a helmet. We don't necessarily need legs right now. We'll take a Razor's Edge because we have no attack reacts currently, and we already have a helmet, and we have a scar tissue already, so we can just take Razor's Edge and move on with our life.
But that Majestic wasn't one of ours. We'll have to up the mantle or something.
Now we just take 2 sides of the blade because it gives us an attack react. See now, the more 2 sides of the blades you have in your deck and cards like that, that's when blues become a little bit better than yellows because you have to actually pay 1 for this card.
Oh,
but
this one
in
works
other
on both. That's a pretty gnarly card.
Yeah, so you should just take that card.
Oh,
So it's the
there's
only good
another
card in the
one.
pack. So looking at the rest of the back, Poison Blade's pretty bad. Blistering Blade and all these other cards aren't for us. The only other card we could do is Throw Themselves. Yeah, it's just another 2 sides here, and now in taking this 2 sides, we just want to make sure that we actually have closer to 10 blues than relying on our yellows.
Another D-React.
We already have 1 trap, so it's not that big of a deal. We don't necessarily need a second right now.
0 for 4?
So I would take the Pursuit to the Edge of Oblivion because it blocks 3, marks our opponent, and sends 4.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. A lot of good cards in this pack, but that 0 for 4 is the one that definitely won't wheel.
Yeah, here's another one. Silver Talon's unplayable. So all these are unplayable for us except for 3 of the cards, so the decision's easy. We already have a Mark of the Funnel Web. I don't mind just getting our second trap here because D-Reacts are good. It'll be our 3rd D-React and our second trap in case we flip into Trapdoor.
It's a decent trap as
Funnel
well.
Web is just not... I just don't think Funnel Web's that good. I think it's like a fine card.
It's really nice when they actually Arsenal, but you're right. There's so many times that they just don't.
It's just like they have to actually Arsenal, you have to actually mark them, you have to actually have enough to come over top.
That's a lot of things that line up, yeah.
There's just a lot more to that card than a raise. It reads like it would be really
Mark of the
Prey,
I like. I just don't know if I like it in yellow. I look at this Take a Stab, you know, maybe we're just
really the problem with Take a Stab at this point is I think we have like 6 reactions at this point. Mark of the Prey is a really good card. I don't even think it matters that it's in yellow. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't we have 6?
No, we have Razor's Edge, Take a Stab, and two sides.
Didn't you take a Scar Tissue as well, or did you just say that out loud and didn't?
Oh wait, no, we should have a Scar Tissue. Okay, yeah, 5.
Yeah. Okay, so it's at least 5 or 6. I would take either one. Just pick one.
Fuck, what did it take?
I don't know.
I think it was a yellow incision. Good lord. I guess it blocks.
Yeah, you should learn to click cards while you sit and think and wait
Yes,
and waste time.
Alright,
Here, I mean, it's like whatever. I think at this point we should take a blue because Reaper's Call is kind of like it's fine. It's cool, like on turn 0 or 1 to mark defensively, but
which
I
is the
think we
better
just
blue
take
here is the
take a
question.
stab. I
Okay.
think we just take
I guess
a
it's fine.
stab. I don't think it matters much.
Thought
I
maybe
just think we need to actually get some
retrieve the
blues
other
in our
one, but
deck.
yeah.
We got a
Oh
chess
gosh.
piece, it
Oh
looks
wait.
like, so we
Yeah.
can just take that.
I'm happy with that. Are we gonna see any other cards from this pack? 1, 2, 3. No, we will not. Cool.
No, it doesn't matter.
Because that pack
They're all
sucks.
not
Edge
even
ab?
for us. Here we just take exposed. Here we need blues, and it
Yeah,
works
you're
with our
right.
hero power.
Yeah, you're right.
Like our blue not blocking isn't necessarily hugely important. We need to block 6 and play a 2 to 3 card hand every turn until we get full tempo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the problem with, accidentally picking an assassin card your first pick. It's kind of like the worst place you can be. Because you just let the person right next to you know exactly what you're playing. And if any of the 2 people passing into you also decided to instantly be on assassin,
It's really
you
bad,
kind of have
huh?
no choice. Yeah, you kind of have no choice. You have a 50-50 chance. Take the public bounty. You have
Yeah,
a 50-50 chance to just like guess right if what you played is open. Take another public bounty.
Aaron G says, "What the heck is Vero doing here?" Vero is here because Vero is one of the best drafters I know. Do we take the red poison blade?
No, you take the blue public bounty.
Okay.
Poison blade stinks in assassin. You
Ooh,
won't
red
get any.
skull.
Oh, take the tip off. The tip
Ooh,
off.
yeah,
The tip
tip off
off.
is a 1 for 5, and it can do other things too. And
Oh, you
another
got a
tip
6
off.
blue.
Oh,
Look,
we
see?
take it. Look at that. This is
You
all
got all the
coming
blues you
together.
need.
I don't
Now
know
you just
about
need a
that.
few more blues, and I think you can build a good deck. Maybe.
Aaron is here. Aaron is here. Vero is here because he's one of the best drafters I know, and anytime I do well at an event, it's because I've talked to Vero a lot beforehand. Reach out to Vero if you want to do well at an event.
Please don't reach out to me.
Actually, yeah. Please don't reach out.
Yeah. So at this point, there's boots in this pack. What is our 3 pieces of equipment? We
Everything
don't
but
have
boots.
but there is
There's
notably a
razor,
razor reflex in here,
which isn't
which
so
is
bad. It's kind of reasonable.
no, razor reflex is pretty good. I mean, it is a dagger react as well as an attack action react. Last I checked, it gives go again naturally whether their opponent's marked or not, and nobody's ever playing around this card. So, I think we just take it. We'll find boots eventually. There's like 3 other cards we can pick in this
It's a
on the
rare in
wheel.
this set, you know. If we have enough blues, I
Yeah.
feel like Scar Tissue's pretty gnarly. Oh, but there's Mark.
Yeah, well, okay. The problem here with our deck is we have like 6 reactions now. We really do not need more.
Yeah,
Like
you're
Razor
right.
Reflex is
We
already
need
that
more
line of like
attacks,
way too
actually.
much.
Yeah.
So the problem here is the best card in this pack is Whittle from the Bone, I'm pretty sure, but there's also a mark of the Black Widow in this pack. We have close to no dagger destruction other than just actually killing our daggers, and we have like close to literally 0 disruption. So this is really hard. I think you take Mark of the Black Widow, but
so
we
too.
might hate not having Whittle from the Bone, but I think it's fine. If we had more danger digits or ways to throw our daggers,
It would be more
I would
about
want
this,
Whittle from the Bone. But let's just take Mark from the
We'll
Black
get lucky
Widow.
and
It's
flip
fine.
the one that makes a dagger.
Yeah, it'll be fine. So here, we have 6 blues, so you don't need to go too crazy on picking up blues right now. We can get our 3rd trap and 3rd D-react. What worries me about that is it would be our 3rd D-react and about our 9th reaction in our deck if we count our yellows. So I think I just take a Mark of the Black Widow yellow here.
Yeah.
Just for ratio reasons, not because it's the best card in the pack.
I get it.
I just don't want to have hands like, that literally do nothing.
We're not gonna get any shoes. That'd be so annoying. Or is that what we need?
Oh, we got a nip at the heels blue. That's a good. It's our 7th
That's
blue.
not so bad.
Blocks 3. It's also a reaction in random scenarios that matter.
Tissue, but we already have so many reactions. It's a good point. Although people just react the shit out of our daggers and kill people. Yeah, that's a lot of not blocking.
Yeah, it's sometimes cool to do that. I would take the nip at the heels here personally.
I think so too. It's a decent blue.
You'll see a bunch of stuff. Here, if we were seriously drafting and keeping account of things, we could see how many relevant attack actions we have. Backstab doesn't really have an on hit. So I think we have to take backstab here because we have not a lot of attacks.
I think so too. It's not the most exciting get, but it's fine. Maybe turn 0, we get to cheese somebody for a decent amount of damage or something. That'd be cool.
This card is cut through again. No, it's not the card we want. Same reason we probably just take Scuttle the Canal, Scuttlebutt. Yeah, oh,
I
Lair of the Spider. No, we
guess
can't have a
I was gonna say we
fourth
have
D-React.
plenty
It
of
doesn't
D
work,
reacts,
bro.
right? Yeah, I think we're fine.
Only one of them marks. Lair of the Spider's not terrible. I think I
Yeah,
take Lair of the Spider.
okay. We'll rock it. We'll roll it.
There's like a point where I want to give up on taking the best card in the pack
Mm-hmm.
to like for ratio reasons and resource curve reasons, but there's
Mark of the
also a point
Prey is
where I want
probably
to take the
not
best
bad
card in
here,
the
right?
pack.
It's our 8th blue. It's decent. I don't know.
Yeah, Mark of the Prey is fine. It's all right. It's obviously better in other colors, but
Yeah.
there's nothing we could do about that.
Ooh, little head jab.
I
Way
would
we can
take a
actually
Plunge the
destroy something.
Prospect here, I think. A Plunge the Prospect for our 9th blue and another
Okay.
3 block, and at worst a target, and then we take our Mark the Prey here, and then we just hope to wheel some playable red and yellow cards.
Yeah.
And if we don't, we just accept life. Here, you could either take another blue 3 block to like replace a shitty one, or you could take
Mhm.
Poison Blade, but I don't think Poison Blade's a good card unless you exactly flip into a Tarantula and draw it on that
Yeah,
exact turn.
I'm not too crazy about it in this deck unless it's Tarantula turn,
I think
so I think
it's
they'll super go.
fine-ish in Ninja.
It's too bad about those shoes. It's alright though. We'll play without them. Hopefully it's enough reactions to get the job done. Uh-oh.
What happened?
I just refreshed.
Oh,
Sweet.
okay. I thought they restarted the whole draft.
Nah, I assumed it was on me, but no, it was somebody else. Okay, well, we can get another D-React. I guess that's what we take. I mean, hey, if we're all D-Reacts, it'd be hard to lose the thing. Not too bad we don't need gloves. I guess I can take it from somebody else, though.
No, we just take the red and yeah. Unsure what's going on in this draft, having, missed the first 4 picks, but I think we're probably a 3 of Assassin, which is, I would say probably not great.
It's not great, but
Um,
we'll see.
but, you know, we can find out.
The Arachne Web of Deceit. Cool. Remove all the stuff that doesn't fit. And we will see what happens. Scar tissue that I wish you saw. Can't believe we only got away with one of those. That should be fine though. Alright, so we are at 35. We gotta cut 35 cards. I guess we can inventory all the D-reacts and then see from there. And then we're likely gonna be playing them. $31. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, so we have 30 cards without D-reacts. Let's see what we're looking like. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 reactions, so not a ton. How many blues are we sitting on? 11. Do we want 11 blues? Is that pushing it maybe?
Sorry, Dennis is messaging me mid-tournament to learn how to play
All
matchups
good.
because he's never played Azalea. But, I think 10 is probably closer to what you want. I mean, I would put, like, almost all those D-reacts in, like, we could take out the yellow incisions probably and play traps that mark is, like, the big one that you wanna do. I don't know how many cards you have in the deck right now, but I'd play all the marking traps right there, and then I'd scroll back up and make sure we're at 10 blues. You can maybe sit out, um, take a stabs probably or one of the public bounties, one or the other, and go to 10 blues.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
And then
It's
our yellows
21.
are acceptable. You could either put in versus Fang, you can maybe side in the Hunt the Hunters, and then against everybody else, you could play the Incisions. Have some pitch cards and also some damage people aren't expecting. They block 3 and they pitch decently.
I think I like that.
And
They're
that's
at 29. I gotta put it
probably
in.
fine. Yeah, I mean, you could just leave it like this and just see who you play. Just put a
yeah,
yellow
great
in or a
point,
red
great
in.
point, yeah. All right, cool. Let's see what we're playing against. So I can figure it out from draft match. Okay. So I should be playing Guero, I think. Make the lobby then. All right. I think I got our first round ready to rock. Nathaniel says, "My God, this man is handsome." I assume he's talking about you.
Probably not.
Come on, Guero. Bolton is right behind you. Oh, that guy? Guero wants me to join his lobby. Of course, his lobby has an error.
Sorry, speed run giving Dennis, but yeah, I think the deck is all right.
I think it's reasonable. We'll see what happens. What in the world? Oh, wrong thing. All right, we'll just send Guero a new link. Oh, game needs to be limited or they can't play 3 copies of a card? Damn, Armada's calling out your hat. I mean, I guess maybe he has 3 copies of a card. Oh my god, he does. Wow, okay, cool. My bad. I assumed that wouldn't be a thing. That's on me.
Yeah. Yes. My son's pirate hat for his
No
Halloween costume or
what?
something, right? Well, not you, your brother. Your brother. Where is this? God, play this game. God, I hate this deck
I'm
already because I didn't
trying. Why
build it.
can't I?
Sucks.
There is no
The deck sucks
character.
because I didn't build it because you know I didn't miss the first 5 picks. But my God, where's the game?
I can't believe my opponent actually is running more than 3 copies on a card, so he can't join my fucking Blitz version. But apparently, I can't join the limited version because I don't have a hero? How is that possible?
I have no clue.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. That's why.
You guys are psychotic. That's all I know.
Ah, figured it out. Alright, cool.
Bing, bing, bong.
Thank you to Nathaniel. There we go. It's a Syndra. So we
Okay, so you could just put in the 3 block. If you want, since it's Syndra, you can take out your marked and put in a second incision. So you just have extra 3 blocks in your deck. You can take out your 1 non-block blue. Just take out your blue non-block. It's fine.
Oh, the expose.
Yeah, whatever that one is called. This is probably fine.
Alright, cool. Let's rock and roll. I'm going first.
You're going first, which stinks, but it's actually fine because
we
can
take a stab.
Yeah, we'll probably swing your dagger with the mark of the Black Widow. And they'll probably only block 3.
Yeah.
And if they overblock it, then we can maybe punish them with Pursuit to the Edge of Oblivion.
Yeah, I like it.
Maybe they will block it all.
All these things and more.
Okay, cool. Now just take a stab.
Sweet. Pitch in the scuttle?
It's free, so pitch nothing.
Oh, it's free. Wow, I assumed it was 1 cost. Sweet.
Now mark them. Right. And now, personally, I think you cast the Scuttle. I think you cast the Scuttle of the Canal for 4.
Mm-hmm.
And see what he does.
Okay, cool. I guess if he doesn't block, then he just stays. Or
I mean, he'll get unmarked, and then we can just throw another.
Throw that if he gives us 2 cards.
I mean, if he blocks nothing, 20 to 14, I don't care if we don't have a hero power. We just started the game 6 health up.
Okay, he's gonna take 1.
It's fine. Now just throw that other card.
I was gonna say, do we throw it? Oh, he'll just block
yeah,
it,
you do.
Yeah.
I don't know. He might have no blocks. He might have good cards.
Sure.
He's trying to hold on.
Let's see what happens.
I don't know. Just throw it at him. See
what happens. You know, he didn't block the last thing, so.
Yeah, I just feel like if he either really wants these cards because they're power cards, or he has no blocks, or he has, I don't know. I mean, I don't mind going off an arsenal. To just
he certainly doesn't seem thrilled with this. In the past,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe give you armor. I think normally I would want an arsenal here, but I mean, like you can have an arsenal here, pass the turn, and then block out and just send this card and recycle your arsenal next turn. But
we've already gotten
for me, when my opponent blocks just 2 on my first dagger with a Ronin Renegade, which is a pretty good card, and then throws a 3 block on my 4 attack. Like, I don't know, man. It seems like he either wants to hold on cards or has bad blocking cards. I understand the point of blocking 3 on our 4 just to get unmarked because he doesn't want us to flip. That's completely respectable.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, to go down 4 cards against you and go down 3 life, like we have a lot of 3 blocks in our deck. You can fatigue Syndras and really slow down the game. So
hope he's enabling chat.
I don't know. What's he gonna say?
He's got one of his 3 of cards that made it so I couldn't do blitz.
Oh, who cares? Just keep playing. Tell him who cares. Just keep playing.
Who cares? Online draft.
Just like keep playing, bro. I mean, if he wants to redo a game, he can, but like whatever.
Okay, so V is trying to play me.
I mean, if we have to restart, I guess so be it. People care though.
Alright, cool, that's fine.
Who are they going to play? Each other?
Yeah, the people who aren't currently playing, but it's fine.
This isn't rocket science, boy.
Whatever, it's fine. We'll just play this other person. Too bad. I feel like we had a good thing cooking there, but whatever.
That's right. Let's go second.
Okay, yeah, we'll go second. Oh, it's the mirror.
Against them, we can put in 2 of our react cards, and then take out the exposed again, I think. Just because, like, it's probably that card might cost us because you can't use it because you're more likely to be marked in this matchup.
Which one is exposed? Oh, this one. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think we can go down on a resource and just
Yeah, I think that's fine.
play cards that are good.
We'll just that one didn't happen.
Let's see what it does.
All right,
That's silly.
prey. We just give a card here
block
and
with
react.
I think we just block with our blue and just see what he does.
Yeah, because then we have a decent little counter next turn.
Yeah, and then he'll react on it. Unless he has double react, I mean, we're pretty insulated.
Yeah, this would be pretty sweet. Oh, tip off. Nice.
That's fine.
Oh, wait, we can still do it.
Yes, you can. I think it's worth doing.
Just to get the mark, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Well, let's think now. So strange. These cards all suck.
Well, we can get our mark up to 4 if we play public bounty. We can dagger.
Well, this mark coming in for 3 and then raises it, makes it go to 6. Yeah, you can do the public bounty. I don't think we really want any of these cards.
So is it just like dagger, then bounty, then mark, then razor's edge?
The thing about dagger is we have to destroy our dagger, but maybe he'll block it. So yeah, it comes in for 2, so screw it. Yeah, swing 2 and keep public bounty in your arsenal. And if he wants to take 2 damage, like that's probably fine with us.
Yeah.
So that's a match. That's very weird. Oh, cool. Glad we got a card out of it.
So now we bounty into mark just so it's a 7 breakpoint.
I
guess we could save it though.
I think maybe you save it just because it does give mark and it curves well at other blues. I don't really think this matters. It's coming in for 3. If he wants to block 6 on this, then we just arsenal a razor's edge and pass.
Yeah, that's a good point. Ooh, even better. Well, he might have a D-react. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he could.
Nice.
I lose the card in his hand. And so now there's you could throw your dagger.
Remark? Oh, okay.
And to remark him and push a damage or steal a piece of armor. But with 2 cards, what's his hero again? It's the one that kills his hand.
He's the good one.
Banish a card from your hand.
He's only got
I think
2
because
cards,
we're likely
actually.
to lose card, I feel like you just swing your dagger and mark him so you flip 2.
Yeah, it's a good point, actually.
Out of him.
If he gives me a card or equipment, this is pretty decent. Okay.
I think you just flip, because now if you hit trapdoor, you blow out his hero hard.
Yeah.
And then, like, if we have a cool hero, then we get to play a cool hero. And if we hit trapdoor, we juice him. We got Orb Weaver. Which one? Oh, look at that. Perfect.
Weaver. Oh, we're going to make a dagger. Nice. We talked about this in the draft.
I'll read that guy again. The hero?
Instant,
hero?
Make a dagger plus 3. Oh,
no,
then ditch. Oh, they can't do it. Their cards
okay, yeah, that's fine. I think you just take 2.
Yeah. Seems reasonable. We could cash in this, but... Oh, no, it's the wrong armor. I was thinking it was that.
Let's think. 1 second. Let's think. Don't pass. Okay, never mind. That's fine. Just keep going. Just pass.
I guess I could have layered, but whatever. Alright, so what are we doing here?
We should... What does our hero do again?
Instant, equip a dagger, next stealth gets plus 3.
Okay, so I think we discard... Oh, it has to be a assassin card? Yeesh.
So
we can't...
Like one of these 2.
I guess that card only comes in for 1, but then it's... I think you have to discard the lair.
For the dagger too, by the way, because it has stealth.
No. I think you discard the lair and activate your hero ability. And then you swing the Califera for 4. Go again.
Pitch in the...
You don't have to pitch anything. It's free.
All right.
Because now you go 4 into 1 into 5 or something like that, depending on what he blocks with. Now you just see what he does.
Good block out of his hat.
cool.
I'll take a card, yeah. Seems pretty good. Alright. Still think okay, it was on me to refresh.
Yeah, that's fine. And now swing your other dagger with the nip. Or with the yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. So now this comes in for 2. Take 2.
We don't break it, do we?
No, you don't. And now swing the Reaper's Call at him. Now I'm pretty sure this card makes it 4. It makes him get hit or something.
There we go. Oh, this is on hit
So, I mean,
mark. Nice. That's exactly what
yeah,
we
so
do.
then cast that, and then he just goes to 10. And now we have a life buffer.
Now we get to flip. Oh, no, we don't flip this turn. But it's
oh, yeah, we don't flip, but we start our next turn mark, which means we can extend our turn because our first attack is go again.
Ooh. Not the most amazing hand.
Oh, that's fine. We're marked. We block with Extinguish the Flame. And what is hero, is he? Or is he the base
He's
arachne?
regular.
You just block with
Leap, maybe?
you block with your chest here because it's impossible to get value from it, and if we want to use this D-react, we would just be wasting block values. So you just block 4.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Okay, that's not so bad. He's gonna flip, but I don't hate it.
So now, let's think. Which one is he? Tarantula?
He is Tarantula. We can backstab
I think
for
you just
4.
swing your Califera and then swing the backstab.
Oh yeah, great call. I like it.
I mean, it's just more damage. Like it's 5 damage, and if he blocks this, then we actually get double damage out of this.
That's so good.
And then we just backstab him and it's 4. And like he has Tarantula, but we have a D-react in Arsenal, so he's gonna go even
he's
lower life.
encouraged to stop it, and it just is so much value
Now we
because we have
flip.
this life lead.
Now we flip.
Oh,
now we're Black
one.
Widow. And we're good.
Double mark of the Black Widow.
Oh, this is such a juice from us. Which one is he again?
He is Tarantula, so he only cares about knives.
Okay, let me think. Do we need... Yeah, so what we do here is we just block with both of our equipment.
Oh, nice. And if he actually reacts, it's just money. Do I still play it out?
Just play it. Yeah, I mean, just play it, I guess. If he wants to IP himself, that's fine. Okay, so now we swing our dagger, pitching the blue. Yep.
This one?
No. We swing our dagger, our literal dagger. Because we want to have the mark be live.
Gotcha. Cool, he blocked it. And then, do I take a stab at it?
I don't think so.
No, we keep that for Arsenal. Yeah, because we want to keep the mark and we don't have to break
You just mark, and then you can do a bunch of damage, and he loses 2 cards.
Oh, wait, we can just play it on that one. That's right. I need the other option for the reaction. Cool.
Yeah, do that. It's much better. And you don't have to do both. If you like no blocks it, you just because you use the hero power first on take a step.
Okay. And we'll see what he does. Maybe he has 2 reactions. That'd be funny. Oh, there's one.
I just let it. I think you just. I feel like you just let it
hit. Yeah. I'll keep this for us.
Now you play the other one.
Oh,
yeah.
He did have 2. Good stuff. But we had 3. I guess we had 2, but he didn't block it with his other card. This feels like a game-winning position, but we'll see what happens. Scar tissue looking real nice right now. You can swing. Oh, it is 0 cost. Nice. Yeah, I like this a lot. We just swing this.
Now you just no. You swing your Calisto Ray. We have 2 yellows in this hand, correct?
No. Oh, we do.
So you swing your Calisto for 1. It's 2. I mean, this guy's getting like low, right? So he's gonna block.
Good point.
And then swing the other one for 2 again.
We can scar tissue
Now we
that
get double.
into pursue, yeah.
Yes, we can do all that.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Like at this point, we don't need to like prioritize our arsenal because it makes a lot of his heroes worse, and we just like put it now. Think, which one is he again?
He is trapdoor. Oh, maybe we don't play this then.
Oh, so yeah, so then just don't play it. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and we'll just throw the 0 for 4.
Yeah, like his turn's pretty weak, and then we'll just throw a 0 for 4, and if he blocks this out too, then like whether he blocks it or doesn't block it, he's just marked again.
And he's running out of cards too. Yeah, we're in a great spot.
Yep.
When he plays the D-React. Cool.
Yeah, which is fine. He gets no value out of it. Now we flip, and we have like lethal in our hand for next turn. And who do we flip into? Orb Weaver again? Easy.
It's +3. That's fine.
Okay, so this will extend if it hits. Let's think of what our turn will be. So he's marked, so we can send Scuttle into Funnel, which is cool. And our thingy is free. Our Calicere is free.
Ooh, it is. So we can do a lot of cool shit this turn. It means we don't.
Well, the problem is only 1, and then if we get rid of Mark, then it would be bad. He's just trapdoor, right?
He's just trapdoor, so this is just gonna remark us.
I think you just take 3 and let him react.
Yeah, let him do his stuff. Not even doing anything. It was just a head jab.
Okay, now let's think.
Is it not Calicera? Maybe scar tissue it.
I think you start. No, I think you start with Scuttle because it's 3 go again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Head jab.
He's very likely to block 3. And now your Calicere is free and has go again. So now is the question of do it.
We scar tissue this. Yeah, I think so. It depends on, well.
Yeah, it's just weird because it makes our mark the funnel not have text. But I think maybe you don't. Let me think.
I don't think so either, actually. I'm going to keep that because we'll just this and then razor it. Unless he blocks for a lot, in which case we just keep it.
Yeah, this is fine.
Oh, yeah.
You just razor it.
So now you're going down to 1.
And yeah, it loses his arsenal. It's a very awkward thing. It's like if you lose the mark, it's not a mark. If you start with the Calicere, it's free. You can make it 4, but then he's incentivized to block, and we lose the mark. It's just a really weird thing, but ultimately it doesn't matter.
So this is 4. Currently no go again. I guess on hit it would have go again.
You just block with the Scuttle here. That's all.
Yeah,
you just keep your life high. That's it.
Yeah, we're in a great spot. We can literally just swing daggers until he dies.
That's poopy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because literally a blue equals give me 2 cards at this point. Well, he has 1 blocking left.
So you swing your mark at him, pitching mark the prey.
Ooh, if he gives this, I can kill him.
Yeah, now you can tip off. Well, it doesn't really matter when you tip off, but you can play the blue. Oh, you don't have to now because he blocked like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now you can swing the Calicere for 0 or 1, whatever it is. And then you can like mark him. Okay. Oh yeah, you can do the scar tissue first. And then he's gonna activate his gloves, and then you're gonna
tip off to make it bigger.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
There's also a line where you can just do some daggers and then throw tip off at him, but this is maybe just safer because at least gets us an arsenal. Yeah, that's fine. There's a million ways to skin that cat, but I don't think it mattered.
I will post that I won. I guess I'll make a new lobby actually. Hey, this has got just the right amount of reactions that I think I like it, but let's see us run into a Fang and get our butt kicked. Well, I guess I could see if this other one I was got a person in it yet. I don't know. Where's my game? Cool. I'll go second. Guess we're winning the die
and
rolls.
same thing. We just put in our 2 yellow 3 blocks, and take out our non-block.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Oh, that's the Cinder card, eh?
That is the Cinder card. A kunai. Do we just give our 2 block here?
In a perfect world, we just want to hold the Extinguish card. We'd like to also hold Scar Tissue. I'd personally take the first damage and then block with Razor and Razor's Edge.
Okay.
Because I'd like to go blue, Scar Tissue it, and then play Extinguish the Flame.
That would be pretty good. Because then
it's like a lot. Yeah. So now you just block a Razor Reflex here. And it's very possible he like might just pass. Like, who knows?
That'd be cool.
I think it's fine to take the first damage because our turn could be strong. And then if it's not, like, whatever. Like, he might just break the chain and buy back here. Okay, let's block with the Razor's Edge.
Yep.
Yep. Like, now he might just pitch a yellow or pitch a blue, buy back his daggers and arsenal. Like,
generally speaking, I feel like that's what a Cinder would typically do. That's what I'd be doing in this position. I'd actually be thrilled to be getting out. Yeah,
you'd pitch a yellow or a blue, and then you would just buy back your daggers. I'm pretty sure I would have arsenal this outed card, but maybe he's scared because we're Arachnine. He'll definitely get marked.
I guess that's a good point. I hate to lose the Razor's Edge because that would have paired so nicely with the Extinguish, but that's all right.
Yeah, it would have, but it is what it is. We got some other cards we could draw too. Yep, activate Cinder to yellow. It's like I think it's worth leaking 1 damage to release these cards because now if we draw blue, and especially blue and double dagger or 2-sided dagger, there's just a lot of things that can happen this next turn. Okay, this is good enough.
This is reasonable. We pitch the Reaper's Call, yeah?
No, I'll pitch the Public Bounty.
Okay.
Because if we let Extinguish hit and then we draw, we keep a blue in our hand that we can. So now we Scar Tissue this.
Nice, we don't even have to break the dagger. Very cool.
And then you can just extinguish. And then he has to give you a card and a piece of armor.
It's pretty solid. You can even think about the fact that this is maybe a reaction in my hand. 2 pieces of... Oh, he probably only has 2 blocks.
I guess maybe we should have... no. Although we could have pitched the... and have Public Bounty in our arsenal. Yeah, that's fine. Just take 4. I just don't mind... Because we're flipping, I don't mind putting a Reaper's Call in our arsenal because we can use, like, our hero power on it in case we draw nothing.
Good point.
Yeah. I was, like, thinking, like, both sides, like... Yeah, see, right now, we just would not have a card to use our hero power with. We would have to use a blue Mark the Prey, which is, like, a fine card. So here, we generally, this turn, we want to either get Tip-Off or Den of the Spider in our arsenal. I think we take the first damage here.
Yeah, I think so, too.
We don't really need our opponent to be marked, so we can actually get some, like, value dagger swings in here if he wants to go off arsenal, because we're taking at least 2 cards from him next turn because the way our hero power set rights.
I mean, it only has Bunker Beard left at this point. That's pretty good.
Yeah, which is fine.
Too bad our red alerts are probably not going to get more than 1 this game, but that's all right.
Yeah, it's no big deal. You can take another one. That's fine.
I think so too. We can ultimately, like, arsenal the den and maybe play the whole hand.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. We're blocking this.
And I can block 3 with the nip, I think.
Yeah, I think
the best
so
one
too.
to block with.
Blazing
perfect.
Hedgehog.
Yeah, so now here it's a little awkward, but you have to block with either Mark of the Prey or Den of the Spider. It's really your call. Doesn't really matter which. And then you will discard the other one after shooting with Reaper's Call.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess they both block for the same.
And then you just Arsenal tip off, which is fine because you can always use tip off as an ender. So it just doesn't. Yeah, I think you keep Den of the Spider. Maybe I think
it'll be close to his yellow dragon power, so maybe it'll actually make a mark if it matters in the late game.
Yeah, so yeah, holding the blue there I think was the right call, just because like this still takes 2 cards, whether he likes it or not.
This demands 2 cards. It stinks that it's not bigger, but it's good enough, you know. I guess
yeah, whether it's 3 or 4, it's all the same really. It's just going to take at least 8 cards.
2 blocks here, so I guess that's like the big downside. But aside from that,
well, if he gets 2 blocks, then we just pass the turn.
Yeah, so he might have a
no. What are you doing?
Oh, wait, I'm quick to hit the pass button. My bad. Oop. And I already did it. Cool. Oh, wow. Cool. I guess he was banking on I didn't have it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll take a free damage.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Not much for me to do about that. So we got a lot of dagger type reactions.
Just swing a dagger. Just hit pass and swing a dagger with Scuttle. You have to swing a dagger and then take a stab this and then mark him.
Yeah. Good.
He's giving us cards too. Cool. Now you take a stab. Or modular, I think. Now you hit pass. He uses that, and now we think for a second. Yeah, this is fine. That's fine. Let him do that. Then we just throw a tip off at him and Arsenal whichever card you feel like it. I feel like we Arsenal the dagger instead.
Yeah, I think the 2 sides, I agree, actually.
The mark kind of stinks when he still has Bunker Beard up. So now we just throw a tip off at him.
Actually.
We kept this card, so we just like, do that. So.
There we go. And a 1 for 5. Never too mad about a 1 for 5.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll put him to 12. He'll have a turn, but like whatever.
That's a good enough, like, you're about to have a Vincere Kai 3-card turn, but at least you're taking 5 to do it. I can live with that.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to play his turn, that's fine, but we put him down to 12. So, like, we can find pivot turns of our own that, like, do quite a bit of damage. So, the lower he gets, the more armor we have up, and the more we're keeping him on small hands. Eventually, he gets, like, 7 or 8. We can hold the 4-card hand and, like, actually just kill him.
Yeah,
because we have, like, things like 2 sides. And stuff like that. Yep, there you go.
There we go.
His first attack's gonna be for 6, and like that's whatever.
Yeah.
Because now we can block 6 this turn, use our armor, and then have a blue dagger 2 sides, and like I don't know something. Now we get to mark him anyway on his first attack. Yep.
I guess that one's always turned on in this matchup. That's probably the best one. Like every hero's got some kind of.
Are we starting this turn with Grow Claws? That's so mid. Let's think. So it's coming in for 7.
It is mid.
We have a blue and that, and then he's gonna be marked. I think you block with Incision and Lair of the Spider, because it's very likely he goes off an Arsenal. Yeah. So let's just block the first thing for 6 and get him marked.
I agree.
Yeah, so do that.
Oh, forgot the passes on me. You got a reaction, buddy boy? Raise a reflex up to 10? I'd be impressed. There we go.
We'll lair him. So now he's going to get marked. We'll probably go to 15 if he plays another card. Cool. And now we get to like throw our dagger and just it's coming for 2 and he might let it hit. And then we just remark him. And then we backstab for 4. And then remark him again. And so he just ends the turn marked no matter like what. Yeah, we take 1. That's fine.
That's so fine. And this needs to be a draconic 0 cost for him to get his daggers back, or a dagger back rather. Oh, it's a lava burst. So that's pretty good.
Let's think. Do we want to block? I don't feel like we don't want to block because we can do
We got a pretty
a lot of
gnarly
damage.
turn.
Yeah, I feel like we just don't block this.
It's alright, we can live with that. I still got 3 extra health right here.
It's a good turn from him on 3 cards. Well,
It's
technically,
pretty
it's like 4
solid. The
cards.
lava burst was pretty
It was
gnarly.
technically 4 cards because of the other card, but yeah. Yeah, now we swing our dagger for 2.
His hand is less than functional.
Like, I just
but we're
don't mind
super cool
tempoing
about it.
him very hard when he doesn't have his bunker beard online.
That too,
Yeah, that's fine.
honestly. And we just let him block there. I'm happy with it.
Now we backstab for 4.
Better hope you didn't keep a D-react.
And now you push him for 7 and then remark him. And then we
Yep.
flip and maybe we'll flip into trapdoor or something.
Flipping to something cool. Yeah, trapdoor here is pretty sweet actually. Just gain a block card.
Yeah.
Orb Weaver.
Okay,
That's
that's
alright.
really good
We can
too.
live with that. Ooh, and their marks, so Scuttle is online. You can eat that, no problem, right?
Yeah, that seems fine.
Just we want to give this and hope they react at some point, but I don't see that happening.
You can block for 3 with the backstab here. Let's think. Okay, so if we can swing our dagger pitching a blue and it comes in for 2. If he takes it, we destroy it, remark, we have 1 floating. We can then destroy our the scuttle
to
guy,
make Mark come in for 6.
and then Mark come in for
And
4, the dagger for 4, and then the mark for 7. So we could do 2 into 4 into 3. So 2 into 4 is 6 and 3 is 9. 9 and 5 means he has to give us at least 2 cards, and we still have all this armor. The opposite is we can throw Scuttle first chain because it has go again. See what he does. He'll probably block it. Then we throw the dagger for 2. He doesn't block it. Goes to 3. We destroy it. And then we swing in for 4. How much is that? That's 3, 5. It's 3, and then 5, and then 9. Yeah, I think we just take this. Since we still have like 3 damage in our pocket. No matter what, we take 2 cards this turn. I just think this one is 9 damage versus the other way I said is 8.
I think with the extra life, we have the insulation that it's worth it.
Yeah, because he's only gonna have a 2-card hand yet again.
Yeah.
So I think we start with Scuttle because it's 3, and then he has to block it most likely. If he doesn't, there's a bunch more stuff we can go into. But this just like seems like an obvious block for 3.
Mm-hmm.
And if he doesn't, it's also fine. Like it's completely fine if he doesn't do this. Yeah, so this is a very obvious block for 3. That's fine. And now we swing for 2 with our dagger. So it's 3, 4, 5. And then we discard the card in our hand and we swing for 9. Yeah, I mean, that just makes the most sense. Okay, now if he blocks this, now we literally just swing for 3. And he can go to 2 with 1 card in his hand, right?
Do we just throw Mark here? We don't do the...
I think you don't want to swing 4 and let me think, because like if you put him to 4, we can't... Oh, we can. It doesn't even matter. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we have to mark here. Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't
Now we
let us
just come in
destroy
for
it,
3, but which he also has to have a 3 block for, and then he just has a 1-card hand. Like, okay, that's fine.
I'm not too scared of a 1-card hand. Yeah. All right, cool.
So that's fine, I think. Okay, that's fine. Now we block with yellow Scuttle and our arms, I suppose. Let me think. Let's see if we hold more cards. What could happen? He's marked, right?
He's marked, so we can throw this.
If we block with all our equipment and go for 3, we can come in for 3 go again. 2
dagger,
and
make
then
it
a dagger,
into
and then
pursue.
4 at
That's
the
pretty
end.
good. I think that might
Maybe
be
we just
worth
block
it.
with all of our armor here and give him a fealty. Let's try this. He's running out of cards, but so are we, so I don't want to play too slow because we're getting low
great
enough
point,
to where
actually, yeah.
shit matters. So now we just go 3. He probably blocks this.
That jab. He might let it hit to
And
lose
because
the
it's
mark, and then he
daggers,
just
none of
lets
this
us
really
swing
matter.
dagger right after, which is nice. We're throwing a decent amount of damage. This hat has never gotten the chance to get value.
So, how I'm looking his win con. Oh, he's just letting us hit. That's even better. Okay, cool.
Great.
Cool. Now we swing our dagger, pitching our blue.
Alright, incision, I see you.
Okay, now let me think. We incision it and go to
Or we could just swing another dagger.
Yeah, what's the fatigue math like? So if we do this 2 damage, it's only 1 damage, right? Because he's blocking for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that just swing another dagger. That seems right.
I think so too, which is funny.
Just better fatigue math.
I don't think we
Don't have
mark
to mark
here, right?
him.
Yeah, 'cause
No.
we're about to throw
Nope.
0 for 4
And
that says
then-
mark.
Yep. Now we take 1 more card and most likely flip, and as long as we don't flip into trapdoor, we probably win.
Yeah.
We did pitch a trap, so as long as we don't draw it, if we do go to trapdoor, we can
Ooh,
choose
we're
to. No, we don't need
Black
to. It's fine. No, that's fine.
Nice.
Okay, now he's just dead. Let's just play this
He's
turn the
super
smartest
dead,
way
yeah.
possible.
Dagger.
It's 1 dagger into
mark.
It's just 1 dagger. So pitch the tip off because it's actually damage.
Yeah.
And this is lethal. And then see if do we wanna
Maybe 2
double
sides just
dagger?
to see if it kills him.
Yeah, you can just 2 sides them, I think now. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's probably fine. I think you can actually just go dagger, and then throw an attack at him, and then if he overblocks it, you pass, and then he just gets fatigued.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, and then I can just sit on it. Yeah, great point. All right.
yeah, probably just gets fatigued.
Let's see if we can't go 3-0. Has the 2-0 person posted yet? I would assume that's them. I'll just ask. I'll go ahead and join just for expediency's sake. I'll go second. Alright, there's the Fang. The dreaded Fang we've been...
No, we didn't take our freaking card for. Are we going second? Okay, cool. Here we want to put in the 2 red reacts again, so maybe we just don't play our exposed card yet again.
Yeah, I think that's
The
fine.
question is if we want to play our yellow react here. You could take out a yellow scuttle and play the mark one, maybe. We'll probably mark him a lot, and it might be worth it. We could take out
Where's
the
the
and just
scuttle?
literally any
There it is.
any yellow card is fine. But yeah, I think we put in the card to the right.
Oh, this one?
one.
The D react? Okay.
Yeah, they're very unlikely to block, so we're very likely to get 4 value out of that, I think. And we never really get marked. Like, we only get marked in reactions generally, so we would just play it. Yeah. I think it's fine.
There's our... Oh, it doesn't matter. We can just block it.
Yeah, it's a Sindri one. It's not nearly as good, but yeah.
I've yet to have these line up in practice, but I'm sure they're great when they're great.
No, yeah, they're usually pretty good. You know, usually when you take the Fang one and don't pass it, pick 2, yeah. You know.
Generally speaking.
It's usually pretty good. Yeah, generally speaking, you could find room for
It's hilarious. I punted this draft, yet you've managed to coach me to a 2-0, so not so bad.
Yeah, the deck's ultimately like fine. I think, but just could have been
They are
even bad.
tanking on this turn 0. There we go. Hunt.
Okay, that's fine.
Plus
Hunt the
4
killer,
on
push
hit
the blue. That's fine.
Oof,
I'm just making it easy for us,
big
huh?
dagger.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
it's true. At least everything's face up. Alright,
Okay,
so
so just block 8 and hold the 2 sides, I think.
Yeah, I guess he goes off of an arsenal if he does.
Yeah, I mean, we block with 2 blues, which is a little risky, but if he wants to go off an arsenal to mark us, he's more than welcome to.
Yeah.
2 sides can just do a lot for us. It allows us to mark. It allows us to push damage as well.
That's a great point. We could guarantee that he can't get over the top, but now we're saying go off an arsenal, and I still get to keep this good card. Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah, I mean, he could break the gloves or something if he wants to lose 1 life to do 1 damage and get a mark. It's completely fine. This only sucks if he uses the gloves, exactly marks us, and then like we draw the yellow D-react. That would stink. But other than that,
Yeah, that would
I
be
feel like
rough.
refresh maybe. I feel like maybe refresh.
Yeah, it might be on me. Nope, still on
I
him.
don't know.
Let me hit him with a. Oh, there we go. He is
Okay,
doing the
he's doing
gloves.
it.
Yeah, that's fine. What can you really? Oh wait, could we?
Yeah, maybe use the chest. It's really
think
hard to get
so.
2 value out of it. Let's try it. Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah.
fair trade.
When
Like
I've
he
played,
clearly wants to mark for a very strong reason, so let's just deny it.
when I've played, I've had a lot of fangs who actually like will break the chain just to make sure you don't get the +1 out of your
Yeah,
armor.
for sure.
So yeah, I'm down to say no to that. I think that's pretty good. All right.
Okay, let's
Not the most amazing.
swing
hand.
a dagger, pitching, take a stab.
Take a stab. Okay.
See what he does.
What you gonna do, Buster? Okay. Do we break here? No, we're gonna end with mark on the prey, so we don't necessarily need to.
I don't think you need to for the damage. I think
Yeah.
you can. Yeah, I think you do actually. Do it.
I guess it lets us.
And then you swing
have
the other
that
one with
hero
tip off.
turned on.
And then you swing
Oh,
the other
we
one with
swing
tip
again?
off, and it just yeah.
Oh, I guess it's damage. This one we
Yeah, I think
don't.
you don't have to break. You don't have to break this one. Yeah,
And
no,
then
you
we
don't have
can
to break
just
this one.
mark. I like it. I like it a lot.
I just think you mark the prey. The card's all right. He might give you a piece of armor, and then you just push it to whatever, and we just go up 5, 6 health, and he's double marked.
Perfect.
We'll get 2 value out of it, but it's no big deal.
It's all right. We still do it.
I think we just want to flip here. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, we start up 5 health. Let's use 2 of his armor. We still have 2 of our react armor. He gets double marked. Get wrecked. Yeah,
Give me
okay,
the
that's fine. Like the
Chelicera
hands.
one.
The only thing worth like arsenaling there is the 2 blades, but then that means our turn would have just sucked.
We got
so.
decent damage out of mark off of it. Okay, Tarantula. It's not so bad.
Which is Tarantula one? What is
It's
this?
the dagger
thing
one.
do?
+3 reaction to
Alright.
dagger attacks, and on hit daggers do an additional 1 to life.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's not the best, but it's okay. There are a lot of reactions.
I think we just hit pass.
I could maybe give a red alert.
I don't think you need to. I think you just pass on this first one.
Wow, good thing I didn't. Look at that.
Yeah, it's like whatever. It's the second chain link we're worried about. Like, okay, that's
I'm
fine.
just gonna eat this then. What does that do again? Mark. Okay.
Let's think.
I could stop a fealty from being made here, but he's gonna swing another.
Oh yeah, it's not lose value. That's fine. Yeah, just hit pass. Don't have a fealty. That's fine.
I'm not taking that much damage. It's okay.
I think here again you pass and see what he does.
Okay, yeah.
No, that's fine.
I think there might
have
have
the
been a world
D-reacts,
where we give stuff, but yeah. We'll see
No, I don't think so.
Before.
I think you play Hunt the Hunter or whatever it's called. Oh, perfect. Now you just play both.
Oh, we just played both.
And take 1, yeah, and he takes 1.
Perfect.
The whole turn cycle. He took 5. He dealt 3. He gets the Marcus again, which stinks. He's close to his thingy, but so be it.
Okay, then. What do we do here? We just swing a dagger, threatening the extra life loss, or?
And we could, yeah, I think you swing the dagger because it's worth 2 damage, and then if he lets it hit, you break it.
Yeah.
And go off daggers, and then yeah. So yes, and then he takes 3 damage now. And then destroy
and now
the dagger.
This thing has to be blocked. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's like fine. We have ways to go off our daggers. I think he's about to get online soon, so I think we just need to be very aggressive.
Good point.
We have ways to
Dipping on
defensively mark.
life.
He's most likely gonna block this, so we know he's gonna start the next turn marked anyway. So
He has to give us at least
think
a
it's fine.
card here.
I think it's fine to play aggressive against them because if they let this stuff start going really
Envy
early, it's just like, yeah. If he starts getting ahead of us really early, it can be bad. So I think getting his life lower so we can take a pivot turn of just killing him. We have ways to defensively mark. We only have one other way to get our daggers
It
back.
looks like
We'll
he doesn't
figure
have
it
a
out.
3-block, so this is actually pretty sweet. I bet his turn
We've
revolved
used like a
around that
bunch of our
resource.
reacts too on daggers. I feel like we've used a bunch of our dagger reacts too. We've used
Just
we've
1-2
seen
sides,
two.
actually.
Yeah, no, so we still have a scar tissue, so maybe we get a little punished if we can't convert our scar tissue, so maybe he was a little greedy, but I feel like he's just pretty much going to 3 fealty already.
Yeah, it's
So
fine. We'll make it work.
I think it's probably fine. We have a razor reflex, which is fine to get go again.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start the next turn with him marked and base hero ability anyway. If
Still
we
got a
block out
razor's
and just flip,
edge.
it's also fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, there's scar tissue. It's alright though.
Okay, pitch red, so that's good.
It's great for us. Is it red
He
alert
blocked
time?
scar tissue and the gloves. It's very likely all it's going to is 4 unless he double reacts on it.
Yeah, great call.
And that's
Okay,
fine.
well, that's
Okay, I mean,
fine.
just
Well,
doing
I
2.
can
That means he
I can
lost
live with
3
that.
damage this turn. Yeah, he just lost 3 damage this turn. Well, he gets to swing it the second time, but that's fine.
Is my turn just
Yeah, that's fine.
scuttle
Just
into backstab Arsenal Razor?
Yep,
Okay,
I think so.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Just go 4 into 3 and do 7. I mean, like, that's fine.
Taking 5
Okay.
there kind of stinks, but that's alright. Could have been worse.
Yep. It's just gonna get rough since fealties are on this early, so.
That's
So
true.
4 into 3 is fine, and then with Razor Reflex, you might have a chance to kill him. We essentially have 2 more life because of this helmet as well, so.
Too bad this isn't the on-hit Mark 1 head jab. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that's the good one.
What D-Reacts do I have left? Is it just the yellow one? No, we have one more.
No, you have like
hunted.
you have a few more left. That's another thing. Getting him low, he'll lose to those ones.
Yeah.
Also, it's good for us. He can leak another damage.
It's great,
like
actually.
that.
I love him giving us a reaction as well.
Yeah, it's the expensive one.
Means he probably didn't draw blue in this hand. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
He doesn't need to. He's online, but yeah, just be better. Not
just for the one
probably
cost,
3
I
reacts.
guess. But yeah. Oh. He's not marked though. That's the trouble.
Ugh. What does Razor Reflex say again?
Attack action card or dagger. Let's go again on
Okay,
hit.
so we can use it on Oblivion. Okay.
Oh yeah, we can. That's a good point.
Which is fine. So we can block 6 this turn. It stinks that we drew the Razor's Edge. We can make it 5, 6, 7, 8, but then we can't block as much. Yeah, block with the Razor's Edge here. Is for the first one, I think.
Ooh.
It's fine. We lose a value. It's no big deal. And now block with, I think, the dagger and the helmet. He has the second react. It's like, yeah, we could have blocked with Scuttle and just send 4. Maybe that's actually the better play, but it's hard to say.
Small chance that it's better. We'll see if he respects
Yeah.
Razor, though. He might not. Some players wouldn't.
Yeah, no matter what, we have a chance of flipping into Trapdoor to save this game. That's fine. Razor it.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, he's in lethal range. Oh, no, Razor's only 3.
Hmm.
I think you still do it. Let me think. Yeah, I think you still have to razor it, sadly. He
Okay.
drew 2 blues, which is good for him. But yeah, I think we just razor it anyway. Get him marked. Flip into something to try to make him shit himself.
Yeah. If it's trapdoor, it could be pretty huge just to gain a whole extra blocking card.
Yeah.
It was a Black Widow.
That's not a bad one either. Of course, remarks are Laylo's trash, but you know, so be it. This is where
This is no good.
I think you don't block. You just say pass.
Yeah, I think so too. If he gets rid of the mark, it's better for me, so.
Yeah, press do that. Mm-hmm.
Sheesh. We'll just play both D-reacts.
The problem is we can't keep tip off and mark in the prey unless we just want to send 5, which is completely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're just gonna play both. Nah. Think.
I suppose I could send Mark of the Prey and then discard that.
You want to at least send the tip off because it takes a card from him. Yeah, just play both D. I think block with the blue, and then Den of the Spider, just in case he has an extra react.
Okay.
So play Den of the Spider, and then if he has another react, you can use Laylo, and we'll just Arsenal tip off. Sadly, so just press Den. Or yeah, what I just technically
should have done Laylo. That's fine.
Should technically play Laylo, but yeah, it's fine. Just throw 5. At least take a card.
Yeah.
Just not looking good.
That's all
like
right.
That one turn, maybe even if that one turn we have a dagger, it doesn't matter. If we do the Razor's Edge, we just drew too many reactions, but not a good card to play it on because we didn't take any red attacks.
Yeah, that was the biggest blunder.
Okay. Okay, another free damage at least. I think you just block with the blue, sadly. Pick then whichever one you feel like.
Doesn't matter, yeah. Do we react this?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Just taking 2.
Block this with the blue. Now you do it, I think.
Oh,
now you have to do it. You're still dead though, so.
Yeah, it's not a great spot to be in. Go up to 1, but
at least take a card from him. Yep. He drew a bunch of pledge fealties in the same hand.
That'd be sick.
He didn't draw. He didn't draw a bunch of pledge fealties in the same hand. Yeah.
Well, that's all right. 2 and 1 is pretty solid. This would have been a nice card on that earlier turn.
I think you block 4 with the take, stab, and tip off.
Oh, making something draconic. That's probably gonna get me. Yeah.
No, okay, there you go. Yeah, that's fine.
GG. Hey, not too shabby. For a bit of a scuffed draft, I'm actually pretty pleased with the way that panned out.
That wasn't my deck. That deck sucked. But yeah, no, it's fine. Like I said, it just eventually came up, like I said, the problem of we didn't take any of the good red cards, and we just had a lack of too many reacts and not enough good cards to put them on, and that is what lost us the game, essentially.
Yeah.
It didn't come up too much the first games, but yeah.
I think that is perfectly reasonable. We'll I think that's probably a good place to call it. Vero, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate you hanging out and chatting about the draft and about your opinions on how to play this this game we all know and love. Do you have anything you want to call out or anything you want to say before we sign off?
No, I'm good. Just don't, AFK the first 4 picks. Other than that, yeah, it's fine.
All right. Well,
But
you
no,
guys,
yeah.
you guys have a great rest of your night. Thanks for tuning in. Much love.